and thank you so much for tuning back in. So today I will be sharing with you how to do this sexy kitty tutorial. I've never done a Halloween tutorial before and I wanted to try one this year, and I think it turned out pretty good. It was really easy to do, so I hope you guys will follow along, and if you'd like to see how I got this look, then continue to watch. So the first thing I'm going to work on are my eyebrows. I will be taking this pencil by Jordana. It's the FabuBrow pencil in the shade dark brown, and I'll just be using that to fill in my eyebrows. Next, I'll be taking a brow powder and just going right on top of that pencil. This is MAC's brow set in the color Girl Boy, and I'm just using that to slightly lighten up my eyebrows. Now I'm taking the Studio Finish Concealer in NC45, and I'm going to use that with an angle brush to clean up my brows and get the shape that I want. Now I'm just going to take my finger and begin to blend out that concealer, and I'll be using a pointed Q-tip to clean up underneath the eyebrow. And I'm just going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Moving on to foundation, this is the Nars Sheer Glow Foundation in the shade Macao. It's one of my absolute favorites. I'm taking that on a Real Technique Expert Face Brush, I believe it's called. I got it from Ulta, and I'm just applying that to my face to give me a nice clean canvas. Next, I am moving on to concealer. That is the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Amande, I believe it's called. I'll have everything listed down below. I broke my container, so I had to depot it and put it into that. And this is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC45, and I'm going to use that to slightly highlight under my eyes. I'm also blending a little bit of that on top of my lid just to kind of mute out any darkness. Just taking my finger and patting that in, and then taking the brush that I used to apply my foundation just to make sure everything is well blended. Now I'm using the Sephora Microsmooth powder. I think the shade is Mahogany, and I'm going to use that to set my entire face. Now I will begin my contour. I'm using the Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Rich Mahogany. I'm going to take this powder and I'm going to contour a little heavier than I normally do just to make sure it really shows up well. I really want a nice chiseled face. Taking a blending brush, I'm going to take that same powder and bring that along the sides of my nose. Now moving on to a little bit of eyeshadow. That is a Coastal Scents Hot Pot in the shade Root Beer. I'm taking it on a fluffy brush and I'm just dusting that all over my eyelid. Now I'm reaching for the shade Burnt Umber. I'm sorry, I forgot to show it in the video. And that's just a matte brown, and I'm placing that on the outer V and into the crease. Moving on to eyeliner, this is Urban Decay. What is this color called? I can't remember. I'll leave it down below. I can't remember the name. I haven't used this pencil in forever, but I'm just going to line my waterline, and at this point my eyes started to water a little bit. Next, I'm taking the Wet n Wild gel liner, the Fergie edition, and it's just black. I'm not sure the exact name of the color, but it's just a black gel eyeliner, and I'm going to attempt my cat eye. Now this is something I have a lot of problems with, but I kind of got it right today, so I was really excited about that. And that's just a small angle brush I picked up from the grocery store. And the angle brush definitely helps to get that wing just right. Now I felt that that liner wasn't dark enough, so I'm going over top of it with a liquid liner, and this one is by NYC. This is my favorite liquid eyeliner, and I'm just using that to deepen up that line I just made. And taking the same liquid liner, I'm going to extend my eye and make a point, and this part is going to get cut out. I do apologize for that, but I'm just going to do the same thing on both sides, and that's the finished look. Next, I'm taking that Urban Decay pencil again, and I'm just going to create my cat nose. Sorry about the focusing going in and out. I don't know what's going on right here. So I am messing up a bit, but it's okay. Now once I finish filling it in, I'm going to take the pencil and just make a straight line down towards my mouth. Now using that same liquid liner, I will begin to, after I finish that, I'll begin to make, okay. Now I'm going to draw some dots and also add a few whiskers. And this doesn't have to be perfect at all. Finally, for the lips, I will be taking the Jordana lip liner in the shade Cabernet, and I will line my lips and I will fade them in. And I'm going to top that with MAC's Riri Woo lipstick. Now the final touch is to add your cat ears. I picked those up from Party City and they were $3.99. And they just have little clips that attach to your hair. And that is the final look. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you soon.